And welcome, y'all. Welcome to this special edition breaking news. Dansby Swanson has been traded to not traded, signs an agreement with the Chicago Cubs, 7 years, $177 million. Welcome to Tomahawk Chop Talk Live breaking news here. A breaking story going down across the internet right now. So just wanted to get on here and say hello and talk about what's happened here, and let's talk about this right here.
Backs dealing the #1 pick overall, Dansby Swanson.
They gave up tremendous long-term value.
Swanson to first. The Braves are world champion.
Is Swanson the best shortstop in the upcoming free agent class?
Dansby Swanson, third straight game against the Mets with a homer.
You talk about a confident cat, Dansby Swanson.
And a diving catch it short. What a play by Dansby.
This is one of the hardest working players in all of baseball.
So there you go. Dansby Swanson signs an agreement with the Chicago Cubs. And yes, Mike and Laura from Georgia. I can't believe it. What's going on, Kenneth Clark? John, sad day. I know the Mets fans are happy. Mets fans are happy, right? They're happy out there saying, man, got rid of him, But hey, anything well. Yep, FFF, right? What's up, Lisa Barnett? Welcome into the stream. Welcome everybody. Welcome into this breaking news story. I just wanted to come on here and talk about it a little bit. But yes, so everybody saw it. Everybody's reacting to it. So I just wanted to get on here live. I know we would talk about it anyways, but let's talk about it. So let's talk about it right now. Dansby Swanson, 7 years, $177 million deal with the Cubs. Crazy, right? So he knew he had to deal with up Maverick as well. He knew he had the money and he needed to get the money, and he got it. So does it bring a ring to Chicago? He's a guy, a dugout guy who brings a team together, and that's what he did. $25.2 million. Like I said, you can't go cheap in this industry anymore. You're right. What's up, Dean? Not a happy guy. I know. But so this is what we're dealing with, and we talked about this on the last show, and I told you that I was very confident that this wasn't going to happen, just by some of the tweets that happened and some of the stuff that's been going on, and what we've been seeing, and AA talking about things. Like we talked about before, we had a tweet I talked about in the last Tomahawk Chop Talk Live last month. Vaughn Grisman worked with Ron Washington, the coach AA. Then the coach called AA to rave about Grissom. And AA, he said he couldn't believe that Washington was that gung-ho for the kid. He said, I was surprised because that's not the type to Washington to rave about. So that is very, but this is good. Could this be our starting shortstop? The kid, Grissom, he showed signs like earlier in the year, man. We were all like, wow, this kid he's getting there. He's doing his thing, right? You have faith in Grissom, yes. And then we got Arcia, right? So we made a trade yesterday for a young player as well. Yes, I can't remember, I don't have his name, Maverick, if you can get that for me. We did. He broke those news on there too. So there's our new shortstop right here, the kid, Vaughn Grissom. Now, a lot of people say, well, we didn't really trust him. They didn't trust him in the playoffs. They didn't play him at all. But Ron Washington's been working with him, and we're going to hope that this is the guy right here. Or AA's got something up his sleeve to get it going and get a trade going. But I don't see anybody else. We also need a left fielder. But my opinion, we just need to sign Duvall and G-Man, Grissom, and just let it go. And let's go with what we got. Our bullpen is going to be stout with the guys we've signed, and our starting rotation is going to be amazing. And you know what? A lot of people saying on Twitter that Dansby Swanson was a high-profile player that was streaky, and he had his 0 for 4 nights. We had a lot of 0 for 4 nights for Dansby Swanson. A lot of nights when he was leading off when Acuna was hurt. So I think that this we'll just have Hoy Park. That's right. Hoy Park as the new player. That's right, Kenneth Clark. I think that we can survive, and I think we'll be all right. We have other players that can fill in those other spots, but it will be different not seeing Dansby on our field and batting for us. And Lieutenant Dan, as we call him on this channel, right? Lieutenant Dan. the salute to Lieutenant Dan. But what do you guys think? What do you think? I will say that Fried and Acuna will be gone when the free agency comes as well. I don't think so. I know a lot of people were talking about Fried, and there was a lot of trade rumors about Fried, but he's not going anywhere. But John says, how about, I know I'm upset, but maybe it's time you guys call up Braden Shoemake. Yeah, it could be a possibility. We'll see what happens. Lisa, Mike and Laura say, me and Laura can't believe what we're seeing. This is a sad goodbye right here. Yeah, just another Freddie Freeman deal, right? Everybody just shocked that Freddie Freeman, this is crazy. It's just how we're dealing with things. Last year was Freddie, now it's Dansby. What's next? What next could be happening? But, we made some moves and we replaced Freddie. Of course, we didn't get to the World Series and things didn't happen, but that's how it goes. What's going on, Ellie? What's going on as well? Hello. But Lisa Barnett, she is in shock. Kenneth Clark, we all saw this coming. Kenneth Clark says, you're correct. Maverick's not a happy guy either. Like you said, you can't go cheap in this industry. But like I was watching a live stream just a little bit ago, he was saying, look at the Mets. They spent a crap load of money on some pitching that might not help them get anywhere. But I understand, Maverick. I understand your frustration. But D's not happy. Nicholas says he has faith in Grissom, and I do too. I think so. He showed his ways of doing things, and earlier in the season, and then he kind of fell off at the end of the year. But Ron Washington, of course, he's a defensive guy, but I think the kid's been working hard, and it's his. We paid him. We paid him a contract to stick. So we gave him money last year. So you had to see that coming as well. That we're not just paying him to sit the bench. Maverick saying that Acuna and Fried will be gone. I wouldn't. If Acuna leaves, I wouldn't be too. He shows signs of stuff happening as well. He goes crazy as well. So let's see here. Michael R says that they have the same agent. I did not know that. So, but just wanted to hop on here and talk about this breaking news. What do you guys think about what's going on? You know what? I have my mic way over here. How about now? Can you hear me now? Stupid me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. So let's bring up the, is that better? Sorry about that, D. I had my mic way over there on the other side, but there it is. Dansby Swanson signs a 7-year, $177 million. Sorry about that, D. I had my mic a little farther way over, but sorry about that. Breaking news, J.D. Martinez goes to the Dodgers, believed at $10 million. Jack says, let's go. We'll take good care of him. Jack says he's a big Cubs fan, it looks like. Welcome in, Jack, to the stream. Yeah, so we are a Atlanta Braves channel. We do a lot of Braves. We did a lot of Braves stuff last year, and we get a good community. And welcome in, Jack. So make sure you subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot of baseball coming up next season, and definitely doing the Chicago Cubs games for sure when the Braves play them for sure. So to see Lieutenant Dan back on the stream. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Sorry about that. Glad someone spoke up and said you couldn't hear me, but I had my mic on the other side of the screen there. So sometimes I feel like I'm screaming into the mic, but if you can hear me, that's good. But yes, lots of crazy stuff going on Twitter right now with all this hype about the Dansby Swanson decision. But I wanted to get in there and do my thing too. Salute to the chat, John. What's going on? John's our resident Mets fan, along with Nicky Meatballs when he's in here as well. So definitely glad to see some new people in here. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. We had to push it out a little bit and do our thing. So Tomahawk Chop Talk Live is our talk show that we do. We did one back in November, and we did one here in December just on the free agent stuff and talking about Atlanta Braves updates and Major League Baseball. So I wanted to do a quick show. When Pierce says, go Tigers, what's going on, buddy? How are you too? So can Grissom fill the role of Dansby Swanson? Probably not. Probably not at all. But definitely think that he can provide some encouragement to the team, provide some excitement, a little spark, as we say, right, Pierce, to the team. And I hope that Dansby just has a great time in Chicago. Does he bring a ring to Chicago? I don't know. They did sign Cody Bellinger. I haven't really seen It's going to be a stud. Grissom going to be a stud. You're right, Jack. Fate Earth Poker, go Cubs, go. Welcome into the stream as well. Yeah, we're open to all fans. If you see a lot of Brave stuff, don't worry about that. Just come on and talk about what you guys think. I haven't really been keeping up with much of the Cubs. I just know Cody Bellinger went there, and now they got Dansby Swanson. Spent a lot of money, so hope it pays off for them. They have a lot of money to spend, so I'm sure Dansby will be up there in the batting, maybe leadoff, probably the new leadoff batter. I've been smiling nonstop, Jack says. That's right. I've been smiling nonstop. It's interesting how it's going to be not seeing the number 7 at the shortstop. You know, every time I've gone to a couple of Braves games, and Dansby was always the one sitting there talking to the umpires, and they said that he was very a team guy. He would lead the team. Nico and Swanson gonna go crazy. Gonna be crazy. That Jack says it's going to take time to kid heat up. That's true. We got some preseason. Hopefully we'll see what happens in spring training, what he looks like, and then they'll probably definitely get some type of idea. But then there's also Arcia, and then we also got that kid from Washington that in that trade, and he came back too. So we got a lot of, and then we also have that young infielder like that we had just signed yesterday too. So lots of talent on the team, and it's not like we don't have anybody that's not like Dansby was carrying our team. I mean, he had a lot of down days. He had a streak that a little bit where, you know, his lineup he went down in the lineup as well. So, but he was our leadoff batter when Acuna was hurt. So who takes over the leadoff duties? I guess Albies. If Acuna gets hurt again, I guess so. We're not sure. We'll see what happens. I'm happy for Dansby, but I don't think the kid can handle it for a year. Maybe Arcia, and then the kid can handle it. Yeah, and I think that's what's going to happen. But, you know, like I had put in the tweet that I just showed, Ron Washington said he was good to go. What's going on, Santa Claus? What's going on? Ron Washington said this kid is good. And you know AA trusts what Coach Washington says. Coach Washington is probably very, very in his ear and says, don't worry about it. Let's go. Let's save some money, and let's save some money for another day. So we're also trying to get to 1,600 subscribers. We were 5 away the other day, so make sure you're hitting that too. You'll be signing for notification bells as well for all upcoming Tomahawk Chop Talk Live on our channel. And we would love for you guys to hang out. But give me your feedback. What else do you think that's going to happen? What else do you think? Are the Braves done? Are the Chicago Cubs done? Are they going after anybody else? Of course, we still have a left fielder. We still have to get rid of. What's going on, Triton? We need to get rid of Ozuna. We have a left fielder role. So now we need a left fielder. That's right, D. We still got Rosario. We still got Ozuna. So we got those two. So I hope they're not depending on those two to fill our left fielder spot, because they're very, very, very streaky as well. Lisa Barnett says Acuna is prone to injury. Yes, Acuna is prone to injury, and we, as we saw toward the end of the year, the bum D says toward the end of the year he was not on it. Acuna just didn't have his in that last game. I think we're going to get first or third baseman, catcher, fifth starter, and a bullpen guy. What's going on, Lane? Please get rid of Ozuna. Yes, so that is the next goal, I'm sure, with AA, is to get rid of him. It's not about the leadoff spot. It's about the leadership Dansby brought to the team. Correct, Maverick. And who's going to step up and be that guy? Matt Olson, Albies. I heard Duvall. He was a really team guy as well, so maybe we need to get Duvall back and bring him in too. But yes, we need that guy, Maverick, to hold our team together when we're on a losing streak. Lori, what's going on? Did I hear Chicago Cubs? Hey, everyone, go Cubs, go, right? Fly the W. Thank you, Jack, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll definitely be doing a lot of baseball games coming up here in the spring training coming up, and definitely during the season. We grew a big baseball community here on this channel, and that's what we like to do. So make sure you guys definitely subscribe if you're new to us here, just finding us, looking for this Dansby Swanson Chicago Cubs in agreement. If you just joined us, as you just see in the title, Dansby Swanson and Chicago Cubs in agreement with a 7-year, $177 million deal. Just adding to the craziness of the shortstop saga for this year. The 11 years for Bogarts, 11 years or 13 years, whatever it was, for Korea. Trey Turner's going to the Phillies. Lots of money spending on shortstops these days. And I was waiting to be stopped to type this. The real Lieutenant Dan is Dan Campbell. Yes, but no, we call Dansby Swanson Lieutenant Dan. So that is our man. I'm a Cubs fan. I hear they're looking for a catcher. Okay. Well, we are solidly out of the catcher. We got rid of one of our catchers to get a catcher, which I don't make any sense. But yeah, check out Maverick. Maverick's always doing his breaking news. So he is glued to Twitter constantly. So if you like updates on stuff like that, Maverick definitely does his thing. So make sure you check him out as well. But we'll be definitely doing some baseball throughout the season coming up here pretty soon. They suck no matter what they get. Bless them Cubs, Lori says. So, man, it's been a ride, Dansby. Hey, we got him when he was drafted, and we brought him up early. And that was 1 year where we were not doing too well. Just get some butts in the seats, get some excitement. And then he seemed to come around. Yes, salute to Dansby, and I'm out. Good to see y'all again. Stay safe and warm, y'all. Thanks, Lane, for popping in here. Good to see you again. Good to see some of our friends from baseball again back in here talking some Braves baseball. And make sure you hit that notification. Keep that notification bell on, Lane, to join us for our next Tomahawk Chop Talk Live. We'll definitely be keeping these up throughout the season, too. We'll do one or two, maybe one once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that. So this is our little show that we do. Yeah, happy holidays to everybody. So the Cubs get a big Christmas present. They survive, the shortstop saga, and they win. A lot of teams were in it. They were the Twins were on it. The Braves were in it. The Cubs were in it. The Dodgers were in it. Everybody was in it. And if I was a Braves fan, I would want to lock up Max Fried right now. And maybe that's what our possible is. Like, let Dansby sign and then tell Fried, look, you're getting the money. We're not signing this kid. We're going to go this route. And Grissom is our man, and that's it. So, who knows? Maybe Grissom is not our man, and AA's got another plan somewhere, somehow. But, Tim, what's going on? Welcome back, and good to see you as well. What do you think, Tim, about all this craziness? We are just dealing with a shock right now on what's going on. Just kind of like the Freddie Freeman thing, but I don't feel as shocked and hurt this time on this. So, well, actually, Diamondback grafted Dan. That's right. We picked up Dansby after that. That's right. I remember that down, Maverick. Thank you for that correction. See, that's why Maverick's so good. He's so good at this stuff and helps me out along the way. And kudos to Maverick. He helped me a lot on the last show with the stats and all that stuff too. So, we'll see what happens in the next couple days, next couple weeks. If AA is done, not sure, but definitely be tuned in here on the channel for any more breaking news. We'll probably stay on here for about another 8 more minutes and just a quick 30-minute show. So, hope everybody's having a great Saturday. We were in the middle of doing some stuff and it broke news, so I posted it everywhere. Tanya, who's the man? No one is the best man than Dansby, right? So it's going to be hard to see him in the blue and the gray, right? He's going to be hard to see. Never know with AA, he doesn't let his cards show. And he was talking about that he might not be done. I watched a couple interviews. He said he wasn't done. So we'll see what happens in the next couple weeks, months, whatever. But definitely Ozuna and Rosario are ones that are going to have to be on it. So we are just going to hang out here for just a little bit, 7 more minutes, and then we'll get to going on the end the show. Anybody else have any comments? Anybody else have anything to say about what's happened today. Any thoughts on what's going to happen? Where you think Ozuna's going to go? Do you think we're going to get another trade? Or are you going to think we're going to go after Reynolds at Pittsburgh? If it doesn't do anything, I'd say let AA walk the plank. Arr. Right? So AA is definitely the man in charge. And a lot of people are going to blame AA for this. But he has done an amazing job with how many people we've already signed up and took for the rest of the year. We've had so many get signed, and we've saved a lot of money compared to where the Mets have spent ridiculously amount of money on their bullpen. So I think we're in the right path, and I think we'll be good to go after this. And hope everybody enjoys their Christmas, and hope to see you guys soon. Yeah, we blame letting Freddie walk, and now Dansby back-to-back. So a lot of people are going to do that. A lot of people are going to be like, it's all his fault. He let all these guys go, wasn't very aggressive on them. And now we're stuck without a shortstop, and we're still without a left fielder. But I think it's soon to come. My opinion, let Grissom and Arcia do the shortstop duties, and then let Duvall and G-Man, we call him G-Man here, Grossman, sign them both for cheap contracts. They'll sign, and because they haven't been signed yet. And Grossman came out through a lot last year. Duvall came through with a lot of clutch hits. Yes, he's a little older, but he's reliable, and I've heard he's also a good in the dugout too. Good team guy. Dansby walked. Dansby like Cubs that he would go there. I'm mad and sad for that. Yes, a lot of people are going to be mad and sad about this situation and how it's gone out, how it was really quiet. No one said anything. It's been really quiet. We're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. But Dansby Swanson is on the move. Get rid of this one. So Dansby Swanson on the move to the Chicago Cubs. 7 years, $177 million. So, all right, guys, I'm just going to hop on here real quick and do some breaking news for you guys and talk to you a little bit about the situation, my thoughts on where we're going. If you're just watching on replay, make sure you hit the like button as well. And we're trying to get to, and if you haven't watched this and you're not part of the channel, make sure you subscribe as well. We're trying to get to 1,600 subs. We're pretty close to it. And Merry Christmas, Flat Earth Poker. Welcome in. Merry Christmas to you too. So I hope everybody has a good Christmas. And we'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in January for the next Tomahawk Chop Talk Live. Unless something breaking news happens like this. You're welcome, D. Great job. Thank you so much, guys. And thanks for popping in here and saying hi to me. And you made my night. So good night from Tennessee. We'll hope to see you guys very soon on the next Tomahawk Chop Talk Live. We'll see you later. Let me get my ending screen here, and we'll call it a day. Let's put the chop on real quick. Let's do a little chop going on here. Let's get the chop going. We'll get to have the fun a little bit. Get it going. I wish I had my. Let's see if I can find the chop. There it is. Got my greatest job. Happy holidays to you too, John. Let's go, Mets. There he says. So good night. 7 years, $177 million. Lieutenant Dan, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure. But it's time for you to ride out. And there's D with the chops and the swords. Good night, guys, from Tennessee. Go Braves. For the A. Chop on. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.